welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really going somewhere interesting, tackling a pretty mind-bending perspective on creation.
That's right.
We're looking at ideas from a source, this YouTube channel, that presents a very, let's say, unconventional view about the creator, our world, and even where you fit into it all.
Exactly. It's definitely going to challenge some standard assumptions. We're talking about a model of creation that's, well, layered. It goes from nothingness all the way down to the reality you're in right now.
So it's not just what happened, but why it might matter for how you see things.
Precisely. The implications are quite something.
Okay, so let's get into it. This source suggests the ultimate creator, not the absolute beginning.
Right. Even this creator was itself created, appeared out of, well, pure nothingness.
And it's not just a one-time thing?
No, not at all. Think of it like, I don't know, countless creators popping into existence, like bubbles, maybe, each one unique.
Okay.
And the creator of our specific world, just one among many.
Wow. Okay, so this idea of creation, creating creation, that's recursive.
It is. And our creator, despite, being a creator, is described as alone and didn't really know itself initially.
So how did it fix that?
To get experience, to understand itself, it created something separate, a space. The source uses the analogy of a TV.
A TV. Okay.
Yeah. And an original being, think of it like an original hard drive to go into that TV space.
Right, to gather the data.
Exactly. This being collects experiences inside the TV and sends them back. So the creator experiences things indirectly. This whole setup, that's called the basic world.
Okay, I follow. So this original being, this hard drive, gets into the TV. What's next?
It starts creating within that space, first up, a non-material world. And it populates it with non-material fundamental beings.
Non-material fundamental beings.
And here's the kicker. This is where you come in. According to this source, these beings then created us. Countless spirits.
Us as spirits.
Immortal, never-dying, omnipotent, omniscient spirits. That's the idea.
Yeah.
That fundamentally you are one of these incredibly powerful, undying beings.
Okay, hang on. If we're fundamentally these all-powerful spirits, how did we end up in this, well, material world? Seems like a step down, doesn't it?
That's a really important question. The source says the non-material world alone, it wasn't generating enough rich information, maybe, for the creator's experience.
Not enough variety.
Something like that. So another entity enters the picture. Amok represents darkness. Comes from a different reality.
Amok's darkness.
And Amok suggests adding this darkness element into the mix. Our creator allows it.
Allowed darkness in. Why?
Right. To generate more complex experiences, presumably. This led to some of the non-material fundamental beings integrating with darkness, becoming dark fundamental beings.
So like a split or a blend.
Blend, yeah. And our material world, and apparently countless others, a huge number, like 1 followed by 48 zeros.
Whoa.
These were created from that mix, a blend of the non-material and the dark fundamental beings.
Okay, this is where it gets kind of intense. This dark fundamental being. It's described as imperfect, incomplete.
Yes, precisely because it's separated from its purely non-material origin. And this imperfection means it constantly needs to, well, the source says, suck information.
Like a drain.
Kind of. Like it has a straw into our material world, constantly drawing out experiences, data, information.
And that dynamic, that constant draining, that's what causes a lot of what happens here. The events, the feelings.
That's the idea presented, yes. It generates the stuff of experience. And of course, all these experiences get relayed back through the original being.
Back to the creator.
Yeah.
The one who was lonely and wanted to experience things.
Exactly. Completing the loop of indirect experience.
There's a real parallel there. The ultimate creator is described as alone, seeking knowledge. And then the specific spirit who created our material world, the source also says that being is lonely, lacking recognition, love.
It suggests a shared condition, doesn't it? From the very top, the sense of isolation and the drive for experience, for connection, even if indirect.
So wrapping this up,
Yeah.
what's the takeaway for you listening? This whole deep dive paints a picture of a universe built on, well, layers of creation, indirect experience.
And this undercurrent of loneliness, maybe. And this constant energetic exchange, this information flow.
It definitely makes you look at your own life, your own experiences a bit differently, doesn't it?
It really does. And it leaves you with a thought. If reality, as you perceive it, is constantly being sort of tapped for information.
Yeah.
What might be the real purpose, the deeper meaning behind your specific experiences within that flow? Something to mull over.